for all that you have done. Next up, we have a very special treat. We're going to hear from a beautiful young lady. Her name is Saenz. She's a junior here in Rio Grande City High School. She's one of the most beautiful survivors. Here's a message for you. Hi guys. Okay. I'm Saenz, and I will be talking about my life with cancer. On December 6th of 2011, I was diagnosed with lymphoma Hodgkin's disease. Way before the day, I noticed I was seeing weight, appetite, and something strange on my neck that I definitely knew was not normal. From that day on, it was all about PET scans, CT scans, and MRIs, though none of those exams stated that something was wrong, till the day I decided to have a biopsy on my neck. But once I was in surgery, they decided to operate, and that's when they found out I had 3 tumors and many other lymph nodes. Funny story, actually. When the doctor came in to give me the news, he went all high advanced definition on me, and he was talking about stages and type A and type B with words that sounded like an alien would say. Okay, hold on, I got lost. The case was that I didn't understand anything he said, but then when he left, I asked my mom, where did she stay? And that's when she told me to keep us in discussion. And I'll never. From there, my life went from the best to the worst, but never did I put a frown on my face. I was always positive, with my chin up high, and never gave up. I remember my first treatment was at the Renaissance on December 26th of 2011. It was the worst day ever. I went to surgery and I got my cord cast and I let chemo begin. It wasn't all that pleasant. I had a lot of nausea that I couldn't deal with. I was in the hospital for like 3 to 4 days, then I'd be sick for a whole week. Later I finished all my treatments, but my cancer still wasn't gone. So then came more cycles of treatment, and this one was the worst of them all up to now. It was called DECA. They were 4 medications, and altogether they lasted a total of 12 hours. And they gave me this medicine for 2 days every 3 weeks. But with this medication, my nausea and vomit with fever lasted up to 2 weeks. It was the worst experience ever. I would try to go to school, but I just couldn't get up. And if I would get up, I would vomit. It's an unforgettable experience. I was so pale and skinny with no hair. White light. I felt ugly. I would get sad and I would get up every night and cry, or shower and cry, or just lock myself in the bathroom and cry. But never did I let anyone know how sad I would get. And even when I did get to the point of just giving up, I never did. Because of my family and friends to care for, I never gave up because of them. The farther I went with having cancer, the closer I got to God. And He is my light, my push button to keep going and never fail. He is my Savior. When I finished my chemotherapy, I got radiation for 14 days. It was tough, but it was nothing I couldn't handle. Later, when I finished all my treatments, the doctor had me get more PET scans to check if my cancer was gone, but it still wasn't. After everything I've been through, the doctors told me there was nothing else to do here at the Valley, so they sent me to Houston for a bone marrow transplant. And as soon as I found a donor, I went straight to Houston. It was so hard to leave my daily routine for something I've never been through. I had so many questions that couldn't be answered by doctors, questions that only someone who had been through it can. It's difficult going somewhere without knowing anything. But once I got to Houston, I got a better understanding of everything. On April 18, I was admitted to the Texas Children's Hospital. While I was at the hospital, I got full body radiation twice a day for 2 days. Then I got chemotherapy for 4 days. It was such a strong and tough treatment, but only because they needed to kill my bone marrow so that I can receive a new bone marrow. Hold on, I got lost again. Okay. Then came the most unforgettable day. On April 26th was the day God gave me a second chance in life. He gave me the opportunity to have a donor and keep being alive. I thank Him for everything He's given me. After 3 weeks of being in the hospital, just in one room, I got discharged. But I still had to follow all regulations, like no visits, no fruits, no vegetables, no restaurant food, no raw food, nothing except frozen food and homemade food. Once I completed my 100 days after my transplant, I was able to come back to Rio. I was up there in Houston for 4 long months, but it was also one of the best experiences. I got to have so many opportunities. I met new people, I wrote a song, I found out I'm a great artist, and that Italian is my favorite type of food. Then once I went back to Houston for my monthly checkup, I had a CAT scan done, and the results showed my cancer still wasn't gone. It's this one stubborn tumor near my heart that has been there since day one. My doctor talked with me and gave me options. Number 1 was to just let the cancer take its way and stop everything and just live my life for the next few months or years, or to keep fighting and not give up. In my mind, I was thinking, no, I need to win this battle. I need to continue being alive. Being alive here with all of you. So once I'm cancer free, I can give testimony and say that God cured me, not the medicine. That He is the one to choose when, to tell everyone to believe, because there is a God up there hearing all of us and seeing us all. And He is the one with the last word, not the doctor. He is. I need to continue so that my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and all my family and friends won't see how cancer can be stronger. I need to live so that I can prove to everyone that cancer is mean, but we can be meaner. So that I can give hope to others out there who are fighting as well, so that they can see how strong I can be, so that they can say, if she can, so can I. All you women and men out there, don't give up just now. It's your life, appreciate it, fight for it, because it's yours, and cancer isn't going to take that away from you. So after all that thinking, I decided to keep going. I got treatment for 2 months, and then they would run some tests again. So I went to Houston this week for results, and they showed no difference, meaning the treatment didn't work. So at this point, I have decided to have an open chest surgery to remove the tumors once and for all. Even though it is a surgery with so many risks, it is my only option. This is the last of it, and I pray to my God that He takes over and ends this nightmare. I'm not giving up, not now. I've came so far. Giving up is not an option anymore. Thank you. Les recuerdo que jamás se den por vencidos. Aunque las cosas lleguen al punto de no seguir adelante, síganle, porque sí se puede y Dios siempre nos da fortaleza para seguir adelante. Necesitamos que ganar y luchar con todas nuestras fuerzas para demostrarle al cáncer que no es más fuerte que nosotros. Sé que es duro estar en la batalla contra el cáncer, pero somos guerreros y somos más fuertes que el cáncer. Gracias.
Talk about brave. Isn't it easy to go through everything she's gone through and then to agree to come in here and talk to you all and share her fight with you? But it's important because we're all in this together. She's one of us. She's from our family. She's from our community. And we're all going to lift you up in prayer, okay, together. And that's why we relay, because of you. Thank you so much, Reina. Thank you. Thank you.